looking to throw here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
On the move, looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
They've already gone for it 4 times and converted twice. Here comes a fifth. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. Oh, he's bringing it back. At the 20. Touchdown, Vols. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on fourth down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded by one of the up men. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Looking to throw it on first down. Over the middle. It's Walters. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So the holding call on the offense will back them up 10, and they'll try it again. And he'll set up to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Lindsey. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. The DB's backing off from the line now. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. Gets loose on the scramble. Picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down though.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield. Everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The offense needs 10 yards on this fourth down to keep the drive going. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Touchdown, LSU. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. Fourth down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
First down here for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Handoff running right. He shreds the tackle. Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Moves out of the pocket. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Takes the handoff. It's Lindsey.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
It's a quick grab. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
On third down, he drops to throw. On the move now. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down. The offense with three tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Scoops out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on first and 10 by taking a shot downfield. The defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his leg.
Touchdown, Tigers! What an amazing comeback here. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
Automatic on the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They'll hand it off. In the clear at the 25. They stop him, but it's a first down.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's running out of time here. Oh, and he fumbles. Ball scooped up by the defense. Breaks into the clear. They get him down, but the recovery and the return could be a game-changing moment.
As a quarterback, you scramble, you pick up such good yards, but you have to get down and protect the football and take care of yourself from those big hits. Because if you don't, you run the risk of coughing it up like he did on that play.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
They're going backwards to open up this drive after the loss, second down and 15. Looking to pass here on second down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I think he makes the right read here. He gets the ball out to his receiver, but the receiver's got to win. He's got to win that one-on-one matchup against the defender, and he does it. So now we got a fourth down.
Offense on the field. They'll go for it on fourth down for a 6th time. 0 for 5 so far. And he drops back in the gun. He's got it right near the end zone. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets while we have a chance. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. An exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. He keeps it on the design run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Now it's 3rd down and goal for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, LSU! We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been had he left it in the end zone. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. That fumble, the last possession, set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? Receiver grabs it. Oh, and he's ruled down right there. They lose yardage on that play.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Caught behind the line. It's Turner. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Interesting decision to go with a screen pass here in the fourth quarter, trailing. I think the defense is aware that you're going to be back there throwing the football, and they were locked in and anticipating that screen and kept it to a short gain.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Lets it fly to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. 2nd and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Turner trying to create good field position. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. Important 2nd down play coming up. Looking for a man. He escapes the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. It's another deep shot. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46. The Volunteers will have 1st and 10 here.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country.
The ball is loose. They recover their own fumble, but it is a big loss.
He catches a break here. Ball is on the ground. It ends up bouncing right back to him to avoid a disaster for the offense.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot to the right. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for his big tight end. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Well, I understand understand the play call here as an offensive coordinator, trailing by a couple of scores. You need a quick strike. Quarterback that time forces it in there, and give credit to the secondary for coming up with that interception.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running back has it on the screen now. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
What a catch. Hands up off the deflection. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. They continue to roll up the score.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
They're setting out to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
28.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Big throw caught on the left side.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed, but what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Turner. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Obviously, you're going to throw the football on third down, and they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Trying for a fourth down completion. Looking deep down the left side. He's got it, and no for a first down. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great catch and run for 6.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
The offense still out there. We're going for 2 here. And he's not going to get there. The 2-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick.
Tennessee, 34.
On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Leaning on the run game here late. That's the spin move. Finding some room at the 25. Touchdown, LSU. They are pouring it on now.
You You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4 quarters, and that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in wanting to score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. And right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
58, Tennessee, 34.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. He finds some space. Now here he goes. At the 30. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
What a run and a pickup for this offense. This all starts with a great read by the quarterback. Saw the defender coming in, just knew this was not the time to keep it, and he does a good job of getting it to one of his playmakers, and boy, does he make a big play.
They've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. And is intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
He's got room to run. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Boy, when you can rip off a huge gain like that on a touch pass, it forces the defense to be more cognizant of the pre-snap motion to the edges. Now the pre-snap motion calls should keep that second-level defenders guessing.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Who called this one? Interesting call by, I guess, the offensive coordinator. Hands it off to the tight end, and I respect his ability, but I'm not surprised it didn't gain many yards.
And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Tailback with another carry. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And that sets up a return. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Tackle made after a long return there, but wait, there's a penalty marker on the field. We'll see if it's called back. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. On the move now. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. They'll try the option play here. And they finally get him down, but the quarterback keeper there picks up a big chunk and a first down. And now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. And the Vols line it up with 1st and goal. Receiver makes the grab. And they wrap him up and bring him down in what is the final play of the game.